Hello,
Hey, how's it going? We're
fine.
early,
How are
so I
you?
mean, we're 2 minutes early. Technically, the AMA starts in 2 minutes, so I was just being extra, and I was like, "Yeah, let me jump on early." How are you?
Okay, you look so beautiful. I'm happy to be here.
Oh, thank you. You're so kind. You're so kind. Yeah, it's gonna be an exciting AMA. With Carl, who's the CEO of Love Hate Inu, so it should be really fun. And as you guys know, there's prizes up for grabs. So definitely stay tuned and get involved. So it should be a really, really good one. We'll start in about probably like 2 minutes. So yeah, it's nice that people have
Mm,
jumped on nice and early. I appreciate that. Always good.
I'm actually still working, but I just want to
You're
jump in
still
early.
working.
Yeah, I'm still working.
What time is it where you are?
I'm in Nigeria.
Oh, nice. So what time of day is it?
Around we are like 3 o'clock now, afternoon,
Oh, okay.
3 p.m.
So wait, you're 3 p.m. That's really cool because you're the same time in London. It's 3 o'clock now, so we're the same time span now. Because I think because we went an hour forward recently, um, so that's probably why.
I just want to say hi. I'm coming back, but because I'm still working,
Yeah,
I'll be
yeah, of
back
course.
soon.
Go back to work. Yeah, 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 of course, of course.
Thanks.
Okay, guys, we should be starting shortly. Just waiting for Carl to jump on. Where are you, Carl? Let me just drop him a message. I'm sure he's on his way. Let me just tell him I'm on the AMA already. I'm on. Okay, cool. He should be jumping on. Hope you guys are having a good Friday. This week has gone so quickly. It's crazy. So I hope you guys are having a great day. And yeah, I'm excited to catch up with everyone, see what everyone's been about and stuff. So yeah, we'll start in a few minutes, guys. Carl should be jumping on really, really soon. Thanks, guys, for jumping on. Um, for anyone that doesn't catch this one, we will send them the recordings. To the people that are here, we're gonna open up the chat and you guys can ask your questions to Carl and all that good stuff. So it should be fun. Okay, let's just wait for him. How's everyone's Friday going? Hope everyone's having a good one. Do 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 do. It was so crazy. It was raining so heavily a little while ago, and look how sunny it is. No, you can't see my garden, but look how sunny it is now. It's absolutely gorgeous outside. It's like honestly, you can't predict this kind of weather. It's just crazy, basically. But yeah, at least it's Friday, so we're excited about that at least. So yeah, that was really, really good. I'm just gonna get Carl to jump on, and then we will start straight away. So bear with me for a second, guys. Oh, bear me 1 second, guys. So you're actually on the AMA. Oh my gosh. Do you know what? I'm sure I've unmuted you. Okay, I'm gonna unmute you. That's crazy. It doesn't even show you. I can't even see you on the chat. Okay, I'm gonna find you and okay, I'm gonna find you. Raise your hand. I don't get it. Oh my gosh. But you should be able to speak though, Carl. This is crazy. Okay, I need to figure this out. Do you want to come out and then jump back in? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Do that. You should unmute yourself because your video needs to be up. All right then. I'll see you then. Oh, there you are. Oh, Carl, I can see you. What's going on? There you are. What? How weird. I can see you. Okay, jump on and then make it a video. Ah, this is so crazy. This well, actually on the live AMA. It's like I can actually see you, but it's yeah, it's what happens and what that is so weird. How you getting on now? You on? Okay, perfect. Okay, cool. Sounds good. Oh, technology. I know it's crazy, right? Yeah, I know. It's so crazy, and I'm all like, oh, yeah, Carl be here shortly. All right, perfect. All right, see you on the AMA. We got this. We got this. You're joining, yeah? Okay, I should see you appear in like a minute, yeah? Two, one. Epic fail countdown.
I think I'm in.
Oh, beautiful. Okay, all right. I'm gonna hang up. All right, bye. Oh gosh, Carl, you're in, right? I heard your voice.
That was brilliant. You can hear me, right?
Oh, that was
You can hear
crazy.
me?
Honestly.
You
We
can
got
hear
there in the end.
me? Oh,
Oh my
fantastic.
gosh.
Right, all right.
Where are you?
I'm a new play. So I'm basically for the pre-sale. I got a little cottage like an hour away from London, and just went. I need to work 24/7, so I need to like all distractions. So there's like 3 bars within 20-minute radius and no shops.
No shops.
I can walk to 3 different bars or pubs in the UK, but I can't walk to a shop.
That's crazy.
How mental is that? So I can walk around the countryside just
What are
looking
you
at shit.
eating then?
Huh?
Like, is it? Do they deliver
Oh no,
like?
you like get Morrison's. You know what I mean? Do your shopping. You know what I mean? Like, I know, like you London, like being in London, it's like, what do you mean there's no fucking delivery?
I know. We're terrible. Do you know what? The amount of Uber Eats I get food delivered
I
like
miss it.
half
I
an hour ago.
miss it.
Food delivered.
That's why
Terrible.
I'm just living in London. Living in London, like, it's so easy. I'm like, I can have absolutely everything. But then I spend like 2 hours looking at the menus.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're
And
literally
you
so
still
spoiled.
and you still end up having a Nando's or a KFC.
Yeah, you're just like, listen, stick to what I know. Stick to what I know.
So I got a good intro for you.
What?
As I said, because I'm quite tired as well. I've got a great intro for you. Yeah. We turn it
You
down.
got
I thought we'll get this started in style.
Oh yeah, wait. Your video's not even up yet.
What? Oh, you're not picking me up?
No, your video's not coming up. I thought it was going to load, but I can't see you, but I can hear you. So I mean,
Oh wait, sorry. I can see myself. I need to press the button. Share.
yeah. Yay! Oh
There
my
we go.
god!
Finally.
It's so
There we go.
really
Let's start this properly.
Oh, this looks wicked. Let's start this. Yeah, go on, go on. I want to see this intro. Welcome. Well, why is it live?
It's my Bollywood playlist. As it was Buddha's birthday yesterday as well.
I like it. I like Bollywood music. It's very upbeat.
How you doing? Let's
Yeah, that was a good intro.
crazy couple of weeks.
That was a good intro. Your background looks insane. I feel like Mama looks so boring now. Just to
That's
say,
it, but we've got curtains. It looks much better at night time. I was supposed to get a blackout curtains, but I couldn't even bother to put them up. Like, it's the thing. I've been so busy. I haven't even shaved.
oh, you're growing a beard.
I can't grow a beard. Nails are absolutely done. Like, luckily, I found there's like 2 ladies in the village that do nails. I'm going to see them next week. Like, you think finding a shop's bad, let alone so I can get my nails done from 2 different places. Go to several pubs. Can't find any eggs anywhere.
Oh my gosh, people are just selling out everywhere these days.
No, but luckily, delivery works. So I ordered my shopping from Deliveroo, Morrison's via Deliveroo.
Oh,
I felt like a baller.
Yeah, that is baller ways. And when you don't do your own, you are living I'll give you that one. Definitely. That is amazing. Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to have you here.
Hey, same. How you doing?
Yeah, it's so great catching up with you. Thank you so much for being here. I know you're ridiculously busy. And I know Love Hate Inu's done over 10 million, which is insane.
Well,
So
we were supposed to do this and not be sold out yet.
I know what happened.
That's so many people do not get what's happened, and I'm like, that's why I didn't read your questions. I didn't. You're so nice. Send them over. I didn't need to read them. Like, I was like, we are just going to chat today because, luckily, I think there might be some Love Hate Inu crew people watching, which is nice. If anyone's watching in the future, hello, how you doing to Love Hate Inu crew? And obviously, a lot of your community now are going to get FOMO. Which is quite nice.
Yeah.
I know, because even I said to you, I was like, oh, look, it's a meme coin. Not sure what's going to happen. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I'll be totally transparent with everybody. Like, only do what you can afford to lose, right? And obviously, we are a meme coin with utility. And at the moment, my biggest hate right now is I hate being compared to, like, Pepe.
Do you hate it?
Yeah, well, we're not Pepe. Do you know what I mean? Like, we can smash Pepe. Like, if you watch the charts and stuff, like I got in SHIB early, right? And like all these meme coins have no utility, which is great. They're fun, they're gambling. And I just say on my channel all the time, I love gambling. I think it's great. Like, me and you had a chat, 2 weeks ago about some random coins. We were like, we're going on this. There's so many. And it's so funny because nobody chats about all the terrible coins which they've lost money on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Nobody chats about the coins they lose money on. They just chat about the coins like Pepe. Like, and now, of course, Pepe is a bit of a golden egg because Pepe did what I call like the double bounce and the triple bounce. Do you know what I mean? Which is really strange because usually you don't chase the green, do you? Oh, I can't hear. You're on mute. You're on mute.
I was on mute. I was going to say, it's mad what Pepe's done in such a short space of time because it's over $1 billion. Like, its market cap's over $1 billion. It's done what SHIB's done, but SHIB did it in a bull market. So it's done like what it's exceeded like what I don't know. It's just done everything so quickly. Like,
I suppose we always thought SHIB was the last one, right? Technically, that was the last one, and that was I got into that in 2020.
2 years.
In 2020. So wow, so
3 years,
almost 2.5 years ago. Yeah, 2.5 years ago.
Yeah.
I don't own any now at all, and obviously those sort of coins are essentially Ponzi's / meme.
Well, SHIB's done really well.
But it's power to the. I mean, everything is technically a Ponzi. Somebody selling a Hoover for commission is technically a Ponzi, right? But in terms of like, it's power to the people in terms of have a currency and be like, okay, let's make it move, which is why Elon Musk started. Like, Elon Musk actually started trolling Doge before he adopted it. Do you know what I mean? And it was like
crazy.
It was actually a troll. It was actually like using it to troll the government to be like, look what happens when. Because if every single person in the UK right now turned around and went, do you know what? We're going to start using shades instead of currency. If everyone literally right this second just turned around and went, no more cash, shades. Apart from the fact that there'd be riots and all those shops would be raided, apart from that. But you know what I mean? Like, that's the power. That is the power of the people, which is really interesting. And Pepe, obviously, the guy that put £25 in that went to like 2 million. Obviously, like, he can't take it. He can't take it out. Like I said before.
But why can't he take it out?
At the time, there was only like 800 grand liquidity in the token, so like he literally couldn't take it. Even if he went to go trade 1 million or 800 grand, it wouldn't. The trade wouldn't let him allowed to do it. Only let him. So he'd have to get like 20 grand at that time.
Yeah.
Of course, with what's happened now, because it's got even bigger, because people haven't done their research and people didn't see that, and people kept buying into the whole beauty of it. They added the liquidity and it made it better. Like the same way we chatted before, like with the Luna crash. If people didn't start selling their Luna at all, the crash probably wouldn't have happened.
It's true. You make a good point. I remember us talking about it because now look at Pepe. It's on so many launch. It's everywhere now. So many exchanges.
One thing that's awesome is that Binance had a thing against not listing meme tokens since SafeMoon. Yes, since SafeMoon, because SafeMoon messed up for everybody. I love SafeMoon. If you're watching, hey, Hayden, everyone. But no, they did. They messed up for everybody because their community was just really toxic, and
really?
They ended up delisting them, right? And I mean, there's other reasons as well, which we won't discuss. But yeah, they did it. They said they went right. No more meme coins.
Seriously?
And, the fact that Pepe and Floki have gone on was originally as well with Tamadoge, with Love Hate. It's very, very, very hard to get onto Binance because you are, even though Tamadoge was a play to earn game. And with Love Hate Inu, we have the actual platform for the vote to earn, which is quite special. Yeah, even though it's quite special, it's still classified in that meme category, which is why I like. That's why we're not the same as Pepe. We're not a full meme coin.
Yeah.
But then again, we're not a layer 1, layer 2 protocol. You know what I mean? It's sort of like in between.
A layer 1 protocol.
yeah. That's it. Here we go, people. That'd be great. But you know what I mean? And it's the one thing I do like about it is the fact that Binance has listed Pepe. Is Binance have, without announcing it, definitely done a switch in their head of going
that we will consider.
Actually, we'll do some meme coins again. And I was actually chatting to a lot of the Love Hate Inu crew in the Telegram last night, and I was like, they're asking about Binance, and I never wanted to really turn around and say, well, it's so fucking hard to get on it. Like, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's not just hard as well; it's expensive. But even if you pay enough money, you can't get onto it because they had this rule.
Oh, really?
And then when I see this morning, I was just like, oh my gosh. So I was telling everybody, like, I know what, like, so there's a very tiny, I'm not going to mention it here, but obviously Duck Race Derby, my clinic, gets followed by a tiny project which has like their online banking system, and they're very small, but they're followed by CZ from Binance, and this project follows us. So I was like, oh, okay, and that's why I think I told you what the coin was, and I was like, I'm very bullish for the coin. Yeah, very bullish for the long term, like 6 months to a year, mainly because of CZ from Binance follows them. But CZ and Binance have one rule: they're like high volumes of trading, and they're like high engagement. So I was telling like all the Love Hate Inu crew, I was just like, well, if you want to get people's attention, rather than chatting here, arguing with each other in the chat or whatever, I was like, go out to the world and show CZ how active we are. Because obviously, when you go into any exchange, it's not about, oh, go on Binance, it's going to pump. It's more about the fact of an exchange wants to see users coming to them. People forget. Yeah. Okay, we're going to go Binance and pump. All right, well, but people miss the psychology with it. But actually, no. Why? What does an exchange get out of it?
Exactly.
By just listing your token. Right. So they like every exchange wants that.
Yeah. It's true.
People. Yeah, which is why like we're in quite demand of quite a few tier ones now because they see the power, they want the influx. But there is definitely free, which I won't mention. One of those Binance who won't touch us right now because because they're waiting for obviously volume and engagement. When you see what Pepe have done, it's really cool because you're like, it's possible.
Yeah. It kind of changed the mold a little bit because they don't want to list meme coins, but it shows that there's an exception.
Yeah, because they have to. Yeah, because they have to, right? And that's exactly what SafeMoon. That's exactly how SafeMoon got on and then got off. I remember the whole. Do you know what's so crazy? I think maybe I jumped in crypto after that, but I don't remember SafeMoon being listed on Binance. I genuinely do not remember that. It was either listed for like a minute or something. Let me look right.
It's probably because it got delisted. No, but it's probably because it got delisted.
It's like I'm not actually allowed to be mentioned in SafeMoon and Binance in the same sentence. It's like
oh really? Okay, let's not mention them.
Yeah, that's it. What I say. This coin is not listed on Binance for trading services and will not be listed on Binance for trading services.
Yeah, then whatever the reason was, yeah. But then
or maybe it didn't go on to Binance, but it was about to, and they were like, because of the community. But it definitely was. It definitely was that they were like, we don't want these sort of people here. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's so funny seeing Pepe. I knew Floki was going on anyway, but Pepe and Floki has now opened the door to coins like us.
Exactly.
So, like any of the Love Hate Inu crew that are watching, if you want to get the Binance, just copy what Pepe did. It's exactly the same. Literally, the template. So funny. The template is literally right there, and obviously you get templates for marketing and selling out stuff. You get templates for launching stuff, but literally, like the template we're getting on Binance now is right there. It's obvious. It's not going to change. To do exactly what they did.
But they literally. That's what a madness in 3-4 weeks, though, isn't it? It's crazy, though, isn't it? Like how much has happened in such a short space of time, especially unexpectedly as well. So.
I sent you Sponge just before this. Sponge.
Yeah. You sent it to me.
Sponge is 480% today. It only launched like a couple of hours ago.
That's crazy.
5 million liquidity or something like that. Market cap 15 million. It's just had a slight correction, but that's, there's loads of press start coming out. That's mental. Like, there's so many. I got wrecked by Daft Pappy like 3 days ago. I only put like $200 in.
Daft Pappy.
That's now worth 12.
You got the other day though. Do you remember the one that you were speaking?
But you told me, so I put like $1,500 in coat, and then I did not coat. and it went down. But it went down, didn't it? It went down. $1,500 went down, and I went, I'm going to buy the dip. I'm definitely going to buy the dip. So I bought the dip, and I was about $2,000 in, and I'm thinking, this is just dipping. I thought, it's a bad move. I'm not coping, Gav. So it went down to $127.
You're joking.
And I sat there and I sat there and did what I've done with other coins before. I was like, maybe I'll wait for the bull run and see what happens with it. 3 days later, it's worth $4,000. And I was just like, I was just kicking myself for not buying the dip of the dip. I bought 3 dips. I bought 3 dips. I should have bought the other 6.
You did well, though. You did well.
I was a little bit pig sick because I was like, I put $2,000 in. It's like $127. I was like, to get back to even what I put in. And then the secret to 4, I was like, why did I put $127 in at the time as well? But the thing is, because I'd already doubled down on the way down, I was like,
yeah, but how low do you go? Sometimes that's the thing about some of these meme projects. You don't know if they're going to make it back. So when you start buying the dip and they're on the 4th dip, sometimes you just got to let it go. And then sometimes when you bounce it, people like,
exactly. That's why, like with Love It Inu. So we sold out the pre-sale. Really funny as well. We said, coins will be available after launch. Now, when is that, Kath?
When it's launched.
Coins are available after launch. Wicked. Coins are available after pre-sale ends, right? So the pre-sale ended. So we're going to release the coins afterwards. We didn't say when. Do you know what I mean? It's so funny. Like, we didn't say when. So it's just
Oh, you didn't say when. That's a good point.
Yeah, we did it afterwards. And we're going to release them afterwards. Exactly as you should. So obviously, because we launched really early, because we sold out really early, obviously, some of the tier ones we were discussing, so you want to go on, they have slots. And, next week I'm supposed to be in Dubai next week, actually.
Oh my gosh, I'm jealous. I really want to go back.
Crypto event. I was supposed to be chatting the crypto event. And basically, because of this happened, I was like, I need to stay in the UK, I think, and actually, sort this out. Originally, I was going there to speak, to essentially, finish the pre-sale in Dubai and push it over the line with the speaking and stuff. And, because we sold out so early, obviously, every single exchange is actually at that event.
Oh wow! So it was
everyone that we want to speak to is at that event. So of course they're technically on holiday. You know what I mean?
Oh,
so like Kuboy, Ruby, like GameStation, all those guys. It's like, all right, cool. And obviously, you need to have a time slot for it. Like for example, Pepe knew before yesterday they were going to Binance.
Yeah, of course.
But people think, honestly, so many people were like, the pre-sales ended. Like, why isn't it launched right now? I'm like, are you crazy? Like, that's not how.
Obviously manage expectations and stuff. And
honestly, Kath, if you can find me somebody to literally end the pre-sale like that and launch it on the next second on Dex Tools with like 17,000 holders and make it safe for everybody, I'll hire you right now. I'll pay you
looking after this there, mate. I'll try and look, yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Crash course, how do I do it? But honestly, it's not possible to do it safely. Like, that's why we're not a shitcoin.
Yeah.
And it's not safe for the users. So, yeah, we said, look, we'll still release the coins afterwards. We were very clear about for safety as well, because you can't give people tokens that can't do anything because they get manipulated. People then start getting scammed. Seen it before, going to see it again. Cool. So, we said we'll release it afterwards. And of course, for transparency as well, when we know we're going to launch, we'll just tell everybody with a couple of days or a week's notice or 2 weeks' notice whenever we actually exactly know. Yeah. It's better to give a firm date than it is to overpromise. And we never gave a firm date of anything before. No, we're definitely going to Uniswap. I think going into a tier 1 is a great thing to do because it makes you serious because we're not a shit coin. People are sitting there, we're not a shit coin. Oh, I lost you for a second. I think that's my connection. Oh, you're on mute. That's why. It's not me.
Yeah. Hello?
Yeah, there you are.
Yeah, there I am. All that time I was on mute. Yeah, I was wrong. Okay.
You look hilarious. It's great.
I was gonna say, are you going to an exchange first, or would
we'll do. That's the thing. We're not a shitcoin, man. Like, we're not a Pepe. We're not a Sponge. We're not Coat. We're not a shitcoin. Bully Dog's team, serious coin with utility. People forget that. Maybe they did the research, but it's Love Hate Inu. It's an Inu coin, yeah, but it's got at least a little bit of utility and serious, and also with 0% tax. So it's not like we don't also benefit from these shit coins have like 12% tax stuff when they first launch.
Yeah.
And the team benefit from robbing everyone's money, Pepe included, by the way. no one's sitting there being like, why are you charging me 12% and 10% and 6%?
Yeah, no one questions it, right?
Why are you, and where'd all that money go? No one's questioning that, which is hilarious. No one's sitting there being like, where's the team of all that slippage from the beginning when it went up to like 100 million market cap at like 6%, which is 60 grand, right? Where's that? Nope, no idea.
Yeah,
Well,
no one questions
I
it,
tell you
really.
what, it probably went on marketing, but you know what I mean. Still, you know, nobody chats about that, do they? Well, sorry, that's 60 grand on my market cap, let alone the ins and outs to get to that. So you're talking 500,000, right? Yeah, like we're not a shitcoin, so it's going to be a DEX. We could go on Uniswap tomorrow. We could do Uniswap literally tomorrow, but there's like, you know, what if somebody hasn't checked the news for the last 2 days and saw we sold out, right? And they bought in stage 1 7 weeks ago.
Yeah.
They don't live on the internet, so it's not really very fair on them. And I tell people not to believe emails. Always, you know, come to AMAs or see people actually chat. So it's like, right, well, like, why? How dare would you, like, if you're a stage 1 holder, we've got to look after you. You know, you were here 7 weeks ago. You may not have checked the internet for the last few days, so you want to give everybody a little bit of fair warning. Because I've seen it before. You launch within like 2 days, and everyone goes, "Oh, wow, I didn't know about that."
Yeah, no, but it's a fair point though when you say, "Oh, there for weeks ago." They could have just taken a little time off. Not time off, but sometimes people don't check socials all the time. I think
you're totally right. And the thing is, there might be, to be honest, like if one of these tier 1 exchanges come in, also obviously I'm CEO. We've got one, you know, CFO above me. We've got a team as well, and it is a case of you know, we work with some really good people, but we always agree and disagree on loads of different things. And you know, if one of these tier 1s comes in, which we really want to get on as well, if we bring it early, there's a chance we get a free day, because a lot of the exchanges we have the agreements with already. You saw Tabadogo, I've gone on 20 exchanges in the space of a couple of months, and now they've just gone on some new ones. And I turned down loads of exchanges when I was there with the team. So you think we're going to be going on loads of exchanges in the future? We've already chatted like probably every exchange in the top 200 because we know how, like, between us all, we've all chatted to them and know them anyway. And it is a big thing to have to negotiate with exchanges about what's going to happen. And if one of these comes in, and we might get 2 to 3 days notice, because it is a case of we have a slot here for you, because obviously the exchanges once again want to have our users come over, which is great. They need to be working for them. But if they go, all right, you want to bring it forward, you said you were launching like June, all right, you want to bring it forward to like middle of May, all right, well, there's a slot here. We'll let you know. They'll let you know like 2 or 3 days before in case someone pulls out or whatever. And that's bringing it forward, which I don't really agree with. Sometimes you lose out some of the marketing, but to please the holders, right? But you give everyone 2 or 3 days notice, and I'm still worried a little bit then about people who haven't maybe checked the news or whatever. Even though, by the way, it doesn't really matter, because the people that I'm worrying about, ideally, I shouldn't worry about, because they're paper hands who might just up the token. Do you know the irony, actually? Because if you bought it, if you bought it, keep your tokens. If you bought it,
right, you got more X's, isn't it? So,
but if you bought it 7 weeks ago, then you know, it technically doesn't really matter. Like, because if you look at the hold it, a lot of people that are worried about claiming their tokens right now just want to try and dump it. But the thing is, we didn't plan on setting out this early. You know, we had a timer on there. I said we should have just left the timer up. We should have just left the timer up and let it run. It would have run to the like 31st of May.
31st of May?
That's what it's supposed to be. We should have been selling till the 31st of May, and that was without selling out. So we were going to originally go to the 31st of May, and originally it'd be sitting there being like, oh, we've done 6 million. What's the community like? Shall we extend it? People are in the chat now, people are getting triggered, being like, what do you mean you're going to extend it? No, yeah, we go 1st of May, 6 million. We wanted to hit 10. Have the confidence with that. We have a launch of 6, or we can run and extend it like big eyes, the never in the pre-sale. Which I think
that one's still going on, I think, isn't it?
Oh yeah, don't get me started on that. Honestly, I've been advised as well. I don't get me started.
No, I saw your tweet. So no,
every time I do a video, they follow me, and it's free consultations for them. It's mental, right? So they literally did it. This is my last big eyes video, because I just step away. They're getting like, they don't do any marketing. All the marketing is pretty much come from me doing BS videos about them. And in that video I said something, and they got loads of messages within 12 hours. The questions I said that were updated. People are going, oh, look, this roadmap's amazing. I'm like, that's the roadmap I said in my video that they should do.
But at least Well, at least they're taking your advice, isn't it?
They owe me thousands technically. And then funny thing as well is yesterday I got bored for like half an hour and I thought, all right, one last hurrah, just because I couldn't leave it as well. Because I literally, I've destroyed the hell out of that coin. Right? So many people is like, oh my God, please help me, Carl. And I'm like, yeah, I know, don't worry. But because they haven't raised 34 million, they've raised like 6 or 7.
Really?
Yeah, if you go through some of my videos on Carl Talks Crypto, I literally got bored sometimes. Literally, I did it live on screen, didn't even research it. I did it live. It was that easy to spot. 5 different pre-sale contracts, buying their own token with different coins. That the fact they give 300% bonuses and add it to the top. So that's not a raised amount, is it? If I buy $100 and it's now 400, and they add it to the top of the money, we haven't raised $400. I've only raised 100.
Oh, yeah, but you wouldn't know that though, because I wouldn't have known that.
So like they say 44 million, but they've been given pre-sale bonuses for like 6 months. So and also you look at the contracts, they've raised between 6 and 8, and maybe even less. Looking at the wash trade, right? Really scary. And so last night I went, let's have one last hurrah. I trolled their telegrams with single-handedly. The one person came and joined me. Trolled it for 30 minutes. I've got 12 minutes. I've got the screen recording. I did a whole screen recording. I put it on YouTube at some point. 12 minutes of actual trolling where after 10 seconds, I would have been banned in my own telegram, right? I trolled them. I was advertising Duck Race Derby. I was talking about the races. I was talking about Love Hate Inu. I was talking about all the Huh?
Haven't they got admin team inside there, like mods and stuff?
That's the thing. I called this up in one of their videos. They'll probably change it tomorrow. They'll probably add some people in. So they use this bot service, which is like an automated bot admin service, which is absolutely terrible. And they haven't put any sort of limits on because the only counteraction they have is bots posting gifs of cats. So I was asking questions like, any good reason to buy this token? No one can respond except for a picture of a cat. And I was like,
what? Really? I'm surprised.
I kept going. And Eventually, I said, I know this bot service. I know the bot service. And the bot service even flags up after a little while saying, yeah, it's us that do it. And it's like, the bot service technically should call the person that owns it to say that someone's kind of abusing in the group. Now, I have a feeling I know where these guys fucking are. So I did it when they're all asleep.
So the time difference.
No, so they're asleep. I was awake and I just went, oh wow, because they're going to be getting the texts and the calls from the bots being like someone's abusing your chat.
Oh my God.
They're asleep because they don't care. Because guess what? There is no community, there is no team, there is no nothing. It's just every idea is copied Tama Doge, or every time I give a bit of advice, they do it. Like the roadmap was one sentence, and then within 12 hours, after me bullshitting them on my channel, they updated this roadmap and basically copied Tama and they said exactly the same thing as Tama. We're going to do this, this, and this. That Tama just
You're going to the same dreams as Tama.
People are going, this is amazing, Carl. You're wrong. And I was like, please, just please spend half an hour on whichever videos. I really beg you. But they've got 6 or 7 million, so they can bribe their way onto exchanges. They can market make the hell out of the coin to make me look silly. It's going to be a slow rug either way. There has no community, it has no pump. They announced in one of my videos as well. I turned around, they were like, we're going on this exchange. They listed loads of exchanges which Tama Doge are on. So what did I do? I did it on air. I did it on air as well. I contacted all the exchanges. I went, yeah, none of them had heard of me, guys.
Or maybe or were they just keeping it confidential? And they're like, we haven't heard of them. But
no. And then I actually said proper as well. Three of them, I know the person, the person in that group, like for that exchange. I just went, they have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about. That's like an opium. And then also on top of that as well, audited by Solidity Finance. And Solidity Finance got back to me because I know all the guys there, and they were like, we sort of audited something, but it's none of the contracts you're talking about. And then Coin Sniper did the KYC. Turned around and went, yeah, we did the KYC, but we actually can't verify the KYC is legit. And it says on the website, and people are still sitting there going, this is totally fine. This is like the house burning down meme. This is totally fine. Wait, it's totally fine. It's cool.
Yeah, but I didn't know you could do that if it weren't true. I always thought if someone said they had, like if a company said they got a KYC and it's been audited and they named the company, then
an audit from Solidity. I think we're on Proof. So Proof, Solidity, Certic, Tech, they're all good companies, right?
Yeah.
And Go Plus Labs is great as well. But all an audit does is say, if the contract is okay or not, and it flags stuff
Yeah.
up. That's all it does, by the way. You can't trust an audit. You literally
Fair
can't.
enough.
But
Good advice.
yeah, but the ironically then as well, Go Plus Labs flagged up Tamadoge for something because it just does a blanket check.
Yeah.
Ironically, we did what we did to be transparent, and we got a fucking warning from Go Plus Labs because they don't look into it. They just go, "Boom, okay, that looks weird, done." And we're like, they still have the warning up. I'm like, "Oh, that's annoying." But the funny thing is, as well, is it's like people are going, but it's not the contract they audited. And I chat to Lindy Finance, they were like, even the contract on Coin Market Cap they're claiming they're doing, they haven't touched. And then Coin Sniper as well, that do KYC. Like you could have select, they could have sent any contract to Solidity with the name Big Eyes on top. And Solidity turn around and go, yeah, that contract's cool. And then Big Eyes don't show the contract because they haven't, because it's not the same contract. And just take the bit where it says, yeah, your contract's fine, Big Eyes. Slap that on your website.
Oh, what? That easy?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh, we can do a rug pull tomorrow. It'd be great. Let's rug pull and love it and see what everyone thinks. Oh, that's the funny thing. And that's the funny thing. Apparently, I'm not KYC to a lot of people. Apparently, I'm not KYC.
You
Other
are
than the fact that
you're docs and KYC, I assume.
I'm a part of the APPG white paper with the fucking UK government for crypto regulation.
Yeah,
There are it really makes me sad though because I'm always able to prove I'm wrong. For me, like they've got enough money now to do something. When I started calling them out, they didn't. It was a scam when they started. There was 2 coins in 2017, and one of them raised 50 million. Actually, raised 50 million. Electronium, was it 2 or 50 million?
What?
It was a shit load of money. And all my friends got into it. Loads got put up for crypto by it. And I met one of the guys in the future, and I asked him this. Well, he claims he was part of it. You'll never know. But I turned around to him because I was quite confident. I was like, "You guys weren't going to do anything, were you?" And basically, the answer I got back through body language, and I'm quite good at poker, was no. And then because they raised so much money, like big guys have, they turn around and go, "Oh my god, we should probably do something now." Hey guys, we wanted to take $1 million and fuck off, right? We've just raised 8. How about we take 4 and let's spend 4 million
and try and do a project?
Yeah, trying to do something. What shall we do? No idea. Carl's been saying these ideas. We'll try that and copy Tamadoge. Exactly what they've done, which is hilarious, right? And all you do is, better. But the thing is, there's something called that's why that is hope for holders, but it's not.
Yeah.
Like, you can use the waybackwhenmachine.com, which is amazing. You can see my deleted tweets, see all deleted tweets. You can see people's deleted tweets. You can also see that Big Eyes changed their launch date 5 times on Coin Sniper. You can also see their Telegram hasn't moved an inch in 9 months. Their Instagram hasn't moved a single follower up in 9 months. I turned around and bashed them and said in one video 3 months ago, "Hey guys, you probably bought your Instagram better and probably shut off the comments." Next day, comments shut off. I was like, "This is getting ridiculous." I was like, "Guys, your Twitter looks disgusting. You can see there's no engagement." Next day, they botted it, but they only botted like the first 6 posts. So they didn't have a video trolling them. I went, "Look, when you bought this, you've got to bot it better because it was all 40, 40, 40, 40, 40. Whack that tweet into a bot checker. You can see the bots and the same ones." So the next day, then they bought the next 6 afterwards, and then it was use the way. But if you get a good, maybe we'll have a bottle of wine one day. We'll get a KFC. We'll spend. It's going to take us 6 hours. All my videos, right? Use the Wayback When machine to double check I'm not lying. With my videos, you see every time I said something, you match it up to the dates and what it was when I said it. Like when I first called them out, there was no fucking contract on the website.
What?
And the next day, contract pops up.
You know what it is? At least they're taking things that you send into account and making it happen, because that means the holders that invested in it, they might even have a chance. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I did a video on Fastest Finger First. Fastest Finger First. I did a video on.
Yeah,
because that's people's best chance to get their money back. Because the problem is there's no community. That's very clear. Like Love Hate Inu community is absolutely incredible. I'm blown away with
the community.
The YouTube's blown up. It's incredible. The people are lovely. We're getting some exercise and education and good debates. And like it's stronger than Tama. It's stronger than Tama before we launched, which is mental.
And Tama was strong as well. Yeah.
These guys and girls are literally crazier, nicer, more engaging, and that's why I'm sitting there. I actually sat there and went, because I actually did a lot of stuff at Tamadoge which I haven't done a Love Hate Inu yet, which is really,
Oh,
really weird, right? So I started, like, the team were like, let's announce you at, let's announce you at like 2 million. And I was like, nah, do it at like 3. Slight bit of arrogance of like making sure the marketing works, because some people might not like my face as well. And I definitely could do a course in the future where I just show my face, would be quite nice. I'll let you know what happens. But yeah, so at 3 million, they did 4.5 million in like, 3 million in 4.5 weeks.
mm.
And then in 3 weeks, so this is the same amount of time I did Terminating, but 3 weeks, I'll just show my face, 7.2 million. And then in the last 3 days, we've done 1 million. And really funny, because people were like, why are you selling more tokens? Like, and I was like, okay, the tokens are being sold at the list price.
Yeah, I was going to talk to you about that.
Yeah, let's do it. That's why I love chatting to you. Just
Yeah,
you let me chat. You want to give me the ideas.
No,
yeah,
it's good you mentioned it.
Yeah, because people were like, oh, why are you doing that for? I was like, all right, well, it's at the listing price. People are going, oh, well, I FOMO'd in and got the last price. Okay, cool. It's still the same price.
Yeah.
Right? And if anything, the gas was cheaper then, so you're welcome. But we've just done only a small percentage, which was actually supposed to be allocated for liquidity, right? Not all of it, just a little bit. So what we're doing is, and we're very public about it, everything from that million that's been raised is like going back into a buyback. I mean, I think I need to double check the numbers, but basically, yeah, that goes back into a buyback. So basically what happens is anybody that is looking at doing that whole paper hand stuff, people that might want to try and sell on lots in the first 2 minutes and see a little dip, well, guess what? They might not be able to buy back in at a cheap price, because we have to put all that money, we have to put it back in.
Oh, okay.
So usually you do see an ICO sort of little dump, but
yeah.
We're about now to be like, ha. But sometimes people like to try and do the fastest figure first, run the website, claim the tokens, quickly sell. Yeah.
People are so quick though. Like, it's crazy when you look at some tokens. It's like, how did you get your tokens that quick? Claim it and then dump it that quick. I'm like,
I ain't got time for that. That's why I like investing. A little bit lazier. I ain't got time for that.
Yeah, exactly. And when you invest in good projects, you can chill a little bit. So even if it does a dip, you're like, okay, I'm still holding.
Don't look at the chart because you believe in it, right? But with this way, a lot of people try to sell in the first 2 minutes. It's like the gamble. I've been telling people, good luck. Sell in those first 2 minutes. Try and get on that little dump bit there. And then people try and buy in, and they're still involved, but they made a bit of profit. Problem is, when they do that, guess who's waiting?
Oh, so you're on the other side.
With a massive amount of money to buy in.
With all that dough.
So, like, people think they can sell and then buy back in cheaper, when actually there might be a lot of people sitting there getting FOMO then and being like, oh my God, I made a mistake, I better buy back in now, which is going to be.
Oh my gosh. Yeah,
that wasn't. I wish it was my idea. It was not my idea at all. It's a really clever idea, actually, and it only works because the FOMO is strong and the Love Hate Inu crew are so strong. And also, people are saying, launch now to capitalize on the people. It's like, hang on, we don't need to, because you can buy the tokens still now. So the FOMO people have come in now, we've got extra holders now.
Yeah.
So it's and there's a lot of people who have bought in at stage. You know, people that are going to try and make extra money or dump on launch have bought in at like stage 1 or 2, right?
Yeah.
The other things aren't going to make that much money if you try to do that anyway.
So they just hold it, or they're going to wait till
that's now a small amount of people that are going to try and do that. And they're now up against a massive Love Hate Inu bag and crew who are going to stop them from buying back in at a cheap price, because we're going to do that. But you know what I mean? And then they're going to sit there and go, it should not have sold. And then it's kind of offline, which is, we didn't do that with Tamado, which is really, really, we're like really, really happy that the team have got behind on that. It's it really.
You probably have some of the Tamagotchi community at Love Hate Inu as well. I reckon you've taken some of them.
So recently, yeah. The thing is, here's one thing. Like, so I did with the Duck Race Derby, no conflict of interest, right? So there's a couple of guys in that group who love Hate, a couple that love Tamagotchi. But the idea of that project is you don't need to sell your token to be involved with the Duck Race Derby. It's always like, we as a group at the Duck Race Derby, we bought a big bag of Love Hate in it between us. And I bought a big bag of Love Hate for the Duck Race guys that were in there. Support Love Hate, right? Support my project.
Yeah.
The same as when I did the Tamado Derby, we made such a cult that they weren't going to move over. and I'm
Wait,
really
you
happy.
cut out. I'm losing you,
Oh,
Carl.
you lose me? Oh, am I back? Am I back?
You got blurry though. I don't know.
Oh,
Am I? What's going on? Oh yeah, that's
no,
fine.
maybe it's the countryside Wi-Fi. But yeah, the Tamino Army, like a couple of them have come over, but they're still Tamino Army.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And that's what I love, because we made that community strong. And at no point did I want to do love hate and have like take people away. I like projects to stand by themselves, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of people that love hate who don't know who I am. I like hate saying that. Do you know who I am? But I say it on purpose, like when people
Carl.
like, is it a scam? Is Carl and Rumple? And I'm like,
Yeah.
just type my name into Google for like 5 seconds, please.
Exactly. Literally. You should really just say, "Do you know who I am?"
I know I've been a couple of times, but it feels when I was in the music industry, I used to hate saying it as well. And like when I say it, I cringe at myself. I go, do you know how I'm like? I say what I'm trying to say is just type my name into Google.
Do you know what?
People going, I hope it's not a rug. I hope it's not this. And then I'm like, how dare you? Like, but why would you buy a coin cap and then afterwards go, I wonder if that's a rug? Like, surely that's backwards, right? Surely you sit there first and go, I wonder if it's a rug.
I'll be honest, yeah, I've done that before myself. So
Sponge, Coke, Pepe, Pepe.
No, I wish I was in Pepe from day one.
I wish right now Pepe was a rug. Yeah.
Why could you didn't get in on it?
Yeah, exactly. I missed out. That's it.
That one day one. Oh, congrats to the people that did. Oh my gosh. Okay, we need to open up a chat, guys. As mentioned before, prizes are up for grabs. And I know a lot of you have your hands raised. I know there's been so many Twitter messages. And Carl, I saw that you've been responding to Twitter messages, which is great.
Oh, I've been trolling the hell out of some people who are absolute idiots who can't use Google. It just has been really annoying. I was like, I've not spent my life literally putting my face everywhere. I've been like regular updates for you to turn around and say, I wonder if this guy's legit. I was like,
Yeah, do you know what I mean? Like questions. There's been a lot of questions on Twitter, but I'm glad you've been answering.
Oh, let's have a look. Like, can we all the hater questions we need to go for? Oh, also, I got this fella.
What's that?
He's a crypto dick butt.
Oh, it's like a little avatar. Why is it green?
Oh, it's pixelated art, darling. Pixelated.
Show me again. You've got blurry as well. Oh, I like the hair. It's cool. It's very colourful.
But yeah, it's obviously I'm technically an NFT specialist, right? And I had one. So my first ever NFT was minting one of those for 0.05, just quickly.
Yeah.
And I sold that for 10 grand.
What? Oh my gosh, that's a nice turnover, boy.
Yeah, a year and a half ago. And then I bought one again afterwards, and then sold it regrettably, but then I bought another one and sold it a little bit at loss. And I was like,
at loss.
A little bit, but we sat there and gone, I always want one in my wallet. Not even a sale, I always want one in my wallet like that, and a lazy lion. And like it just popped up, and I just went, I'll treat myself. I'll take that.
Oh, you're not gonna sell this one yet, yeah?
Oh no, I say that, but at the same time, these like Elon Musk tweeted about it a couple of times.
Did he? Oh my gosh, yeah.
Steve Aoki's got one. Stuff like that. It's we call it for the culture, but it's so ridiculous.
Oh, for the culture. Yeah.
It's got a dick as a butt. It's crypto dick butt, which is
what?
So we're gonna have a look at the. We need all the hater comments, I think, to make it interesting.
Oh yes, so we've got the Twitter comments, and also I've got Chris to open up the chat. So I think you can also take people from the official chat, and then we're gonna take people that have their hands raised. So we'll just mix it up. Just pick.
Yeah, let's do hater comments, and then I want to hear some hater comments from the crowd. Let's
want to hear hater comments?
Oh yeah, because I'm so good. When you know what the heck you're talking about, you know they're gonna be like the questions are gonna be absolutely just like, oh my gosh, we can so answer this.
So you're just like, yeah, bring it on. You don't even mind.
Right, here we go. I'll check Telegram first.
Okay, yeah, check the Telegram messages. Also, people that have their hands raised. You want to take any of them? We could just take anyone.
Oh yeah, anyone, yeah. Oh, definitely if they're speaking, that'd be great.
Oh, perfect. I saw, was it Chase? Let me just unmute. What's going on with yeah, let me unmute. Hi Chase, can you hear us? Hello?
You're on mute.
Who? Who's on mute?
Will Smith.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Okay, so my question is gonna be about the staking of the tokens. I just want to know, is there a limit for the staking? Is there a limit of amount of token?
Oh no, well, there's no limit to the staking right now. The staking, there's going to be several different layers to the type of staking that we do. So we're actually working on tokenomics for that right now because we're 0% token tax on the Ethereum blockchain. You have to make sure things are actually sustainable. So yeah, at the moment there's no limit on staking at all, and there'll be different sorts of rewards for voting that come with the staking, which is going to be quite exciting. So it's going to be it's going to be something quite new that we do, and because we are 90% tokens to the community, is going to be a case of being able to listen to the community to develop that platform together with them as we go, which will be quite nice.
Okay, that's really great. Because you just want to know more on the staking. And also, before I go, I just want to know, how do you guys for the rewards for the stakers? I just want to know how you guys plan to make the reward stable.
Yeah, that's it. So there's several different ways we're going to be doing it. One is obviously staking for rewards for voting options. If you follow the Love It Inu channel, we're discussing different ideas of different things that we can actually implement depending on what the community want. I think it's because we are here for years. It's the idea of being able to actually adapt and go with what the community sort of want and need, which is quite handy.
Nice. Thank you so much for your question, Chase. Really appreciate it. I was going to say, Carl, is there anyone in the chat? So the official chat, I know a lot of people have written their questions. We've closed the chat now, guys.
Yeah.
Is there any questions you like from there? Is there any questions you want to pick?
When Binance sorted.
People with their hands raised. So we're just mixing and matching.
That's all good.
Basically, I can see
how we prevent users from voting with different accounts in polls. Will it be necessary for users to do KYC register in Layered Hate Inu? Which is a really good question. So you can't, on one side of the platform, you can't stop people from doing multiple votes, right? But that person has to have multiple wallets with spread tokens. So there's quite a lot of it for that in the first place. Nobody needs the KYC. However, there is one extra layer that I want to put in where you can KYC to get extra rewards, which I think is quite cool.
Oh, so you can KYC and then it allows you to get.
It's one thing we haven't confirmed. Yeah, I'm looking at. I think they're really cool. Like there's hookups that we can do where everyone gets like a Web3 passport, possibly. If you want to KYC, the argument between the team is there enough people that actually want to KYC? And I'm like, I'm telling them, going, yeah, and they're going, no, and I'm like, right, well, guess what? We can have a vote about it.
Yeah. I haven't thought about it because that's an interesting thought because I know it's a kind of a mixture. Like I know some people in the crypto space that 100% do not want to do no KYC, but then you meet some other people that don't mind if there's a bonus or a benefit. So if you're getting extra rewards, some people are like, yeah, I don't care people other KYC. So it might be a mixture. So it could work.
I really want to get the McRib back. The McRib. The McRib.
Oh, McDonald's.
Do you remember that? Do you remember that, right?
I remember McRib.
Yeah, exactly.
It didn't last long though, did it?
The 99p saving menu came, it went again, it came for a little bit, and I was like, stop.
Why did they discontinue it? How was it made? I have no
idea. But like Rustler's Burger is basically the McRib. That's basically the McRib, isn't it? Right?
What, the Rustler's Burgers from Iceland?
Yeah, but the purple one, the river. That is basically the McRib, right? It is. It really is. And but I want the McRib back, and I was like, people are laughing about it, but I'm like, look, if we get enough people. And we show McDonald's is real people. And we say, we want the McRib back. McDonald's in the UK might turn around and go, we'll get the McRib back. And I'm like, no.
Imagine you actually got it back. Imagine.
Honestly, wouldn't that be amazing? Also, on a better achievable level, you imagine because your hair looks gorgeous, by the way. That's absolutely gorgeous. Your hair looks today. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, it's so sweet.
That's all right. But you think as well, that's it. But you've got the L'Oreal effect, right? That's my mind. So, and in the bottom it goes 99% of women agreed, and this one goes out of 1,500 women we asked, and I'm like, every time it's like that, you paid 90 grand for a worldwide advert, and you asked 2,000 women.
Exactly.
I'm like, if we can have Love It anywhere, get 20,000 people who want to do KYC. I can literally go to somewhere like Mars or Cadbury's and be like, You know those chocolates you send out to test to people? Well, I've got like 15,000 people in the, or, you know, most of your people are. I could go to Hershey's in America, so I've got 5,000 people in America who KYC'd, who will test your chocolate for you and give you feedback. I've got 10,000 people in the UK, Cadbury's, who will test your product for you and give you feedback. All of a sudden, they let an advert instead of saying 2,000. Because the hardest part for these companies as well is actually finding real people to get their products to test.
Exactly. And then it also, you make a good point, it also has to be different demographics. Like, it can't just be like, 1,500 people in one area. You need people in all different parts because it makes it a lot more effective and stuff. So I don't even know how to do it.
You know, give me like you just give me the next thing. Originally, I was like, right, the McRib in England. Okay, you know, give me the thing. I was like, wow, now we need to get the McRib everywhere.
now the McRib.
It's like playing domination, right? The McRib is here. France, come with me. You need to get the McRib here. America, McRib.
But then, do you think everywhere in the world would like it? Like, is it a UK thing?
One, and I was doing it one country at a time. Get the McRib back.
Yeah. Okay, that Europe, and then
one at a time. We're gonna. This sounds like a really bad joke, but it sounds quite funny. We're gonna do what Hitler could do. And actually, go each country one at a time.
Yeah, don't even use him.
Napoleon, Alexander the Great, they were a dictator. So the US.
Oh my gosh, no, history like that just goes in a different direction.
I know. But yeah, but you know what I mean? It's quite funny though, in terms of, obviously we have to look at where the users are, but if we have 2,000 people in you know, the Netherlands, and I love kip in the Netherlands. It's like a long breaded chicken thing. I can only find it in Belgium and the Netherlands. I can only find it there. Exactly, right? I know, I'm so jealous. Every time I go there, like kip and
what is it? It's chicken on a stick, basically.
Oh no, on a stick. It basically is like, just that, but that long, and it's just chicken. It's round with breadcrumb, like basically a long chicken nugget.
And it's grilled. Oh, it's just like a chicken nugget.
It's a chicken nugget, a long chicken nugget, and it's always €1, and it's always amazing. So, like, for example, I could be like, we could be like, right, who wants kip? And we get kip. You know,
and then all the Belgian people will like rally behind it, and you get
also like products that don't want to launch in other countries. So let's say, for example, like you know, we have 2,000 hardcore Holland people. This is like thinking way down the line. People start debating properly. They start getting involved. They start chatting on Reddit, and like everyone in Holland start chatting about my kip stories, and tells everyone in England, you guys got to have kip. And the guys that make kip in Holland go, it's like 20,000 guys in the UK who want kip. Like,
oh, that's actually good though. No,
so yeah, it could be a powerful market, but we do have to look. That's why it's quite a long process. We do have to look at the whole idea of people wanting to KYC or not. You don't have to. You know, that's the thing. Like the whole thing is, it needs to be safe for everybody as well. No data needs to be shared. Because we do that as well, we're going to make sure people's data isn't stolen or shared.
No good.
Not sold. Let's make sure it's not. Honestly, all that sort of stuff. I'm not for any of that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
So it's the possibilities are quite cool there. But the basics of the platform is basically you'll stake your tokens to be able to earn in polls.
Yeah.
And we can actually show people that we're not bots, which I think is quite cool.
Yeah, that's important. To be fair.
Yeah,
that's really, really important. And I think if you can make all these differences, it can actually just be really fun, and you can also maybe even bring some things back. Like
give me one. What do you think you need back in your life?
I don't know. You know, that's a good question. I'm thinking like, what do I?
Wait, so remember that you like your chocolate, right? Remember when the Whisper Bar went? You're on mute again.
Do you remember something called Wagger Wheels?
My brother loved Wagger Wheels.
Yeah.
No, I could not get on with the marshmallow. Were you a fan? The red one, the blue one?
I can't remember which one because it got discontinued like 5 years ago. But I remembered seeing it in the shop. I wasn't someone that bought it a lot, but I remembered one day.
I didn't know they gone. As you said that. Now that you're saying it, I've never seen it.
Oh, I realised when it was gone because a lot of people was into it, and then just like 5-6 years ago, it was just gone. But obviously, there must have been something in it that people can't have or something. Sometimes there's more story than what we think.
Well, do you remember Smirnoff Mud Shakes?
Who?
Smirnoff Ice Mud Shakes.
No.
So Smirnoff Ice, but it was chocolate milkshake. It was alcoholic.
What? And it's alcoholic.
Yeah, it was in a bar. So it was so funny seeing all the girls on like a night out. And technically, they've had like 6 of them. And technically, they've had 6 chocolate milkshakes with just loads of vodka in it. They were called.
Is it like Baileys?
Yeah, it was called mud shakes. You had Smirnoff Ice, you had mud shakes.
It sounds familiar, but I don't think I know it.
Wait. Bacardi Breezers.
Oh, I've heard of them. I've heard of it.
Bacardi.
Because I don't drink, that's why I don't know all these drinks.
Oh
But
yeah,
yeah,
she said that people.
yeah,
I love
I
that.
don't,
Good
that's why I
cover up.
don't drink.
Good cover up.
Yeah, because I don't drink. I feel like I don't know I know some of the names, but I don't know them well enough. But I know some people will definitely know it. But yeah, Wagon Wheel is something that's got discontinued.
Right, here's one as well. Lilt. Lilt used to taste so good.
That was the best.
Lilt
was
though, but
amazing.
Lilt now tastes terrible.
Yeah,
They're like,
ginger
hey, we made it healthier for you. Stop.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Yeah, exactly. It doesn't taste good anymore. But ginger beer was so nice, and now they've made it healthy as
Ginger
well.
beer? Yeah. Oh,
Why is it healthy?
Appetizer.
Oh, I don't remember what that tastes like, but I know it. Is it nice?
Orangina in the glass bottle.
Do you remember Tropicana? No, Tropicana still exists.
Tropicana. Yeah,
Tropicana still exists, though. I saw it in McDonald's the other day.
Wait, this one's still around. We don't see a lot of Nourishment. Like,
Oh, yeah, but you don't see a lot more. And you peel the lid.
Yeah, that's it.
That's the thing. But that still exists, but it's just not as popular for some reason.
Yeah. Oh, I just said it, mate. This is why when people can start brainstorming, being like, "What are we going to get back?" Because just quickly as well, Greg's the ice ring donut, but the white one with the black lines. That's gone. That was my favorite donut when I was a kid. That's gone. I cannot find it anywhere.
Are you sure? I feel like we still have it in London. Am I wrong?
If you do, let me know. They've got the squiggly one. They've got a pink one with stuff on it. I do not see the white one. You know the one I mean? The white one with the black lines on.
I feel like that's still in London. I'll let you know in like 2 hours because I'm gonna go across the Greg's when I go out, and I'm gonna actually go in and look. I'll tell you.
To be like, what are you doing? Just appreciating the movement. Oh, the other one is Freddo's being 10p.
10p.
Remember Freddo's?
Yeah. They still sell them. They're 30p.
I know they were 10p. Space Invaders 10p, and the whole point was they were 10p. It was 99p flake. 99p flake.
And McDonald's used to do double cheeseburger. Do you remember? They still do it, right?
Well, they used to do. I know what you mean. They used to do the. Oh, what's it called?
Deal.
Right, just for last point. It was about inflation. I was on a space with BitBoy 2 weeks ago, and we were talking about inflation and stuff with BitBoy, and I was like, I just made a joke of like, right, I can tell inflation when I know that my Big Mac meal now costs 59p more than it did 18 months ago.
What, in 18 months? Yeah, it's definitely inflation.
59p on a Big Mac meal. That is inflation.
How much is a Big Mac meal now?
I didn't do Big Macs. I just saw the stat once and thought, remember in my head as a little joke.
I like the filet fish burger. Do you know what? I like the apple pie. It's so nice.
Are you vegetarian?
No, I'm not vegetarian. I've
only just converted to the fillet of fish after all this time.
It's amazing.
It turns out it's the brioche bun. It's the brioche bun.
It's
you
so
can't get that bun anywhere else.
No wonder, and the tartar sauce, everything about it, they've spot on with that. Like they kill it.
I hate tartar sauce as well until that happened.
Oh really? No, I love it. I love it with fish and chips. I love fish and chips though, so that's probably why I like that stuff.
That's it, proper British.
Yeah, the British side of us is coming out now. Oh yeah, should we take some more questions?
Yeah,
yeah, guys. Sorry, anybody that's got their hands raised. Is there anyone chat names in the chat that you like? Any questions? And I can take some.
Go for it. Anybody's cool.
Okay, so we got Yellow. What is your name? Sorry, Yellow Panther. I don't know if you can hear us speak. Hi, Yellow Panther.
Hello.
Hi, you can ask your question.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, thank you so much. My question is, Hate Inu is one of the world's highest trading volume exchanges. What are your motivations for exchanging privacy, security while offering trading options with the best cryptocurrency choice to users?
So, interesting point that is that basically we have the advantage of one thing as well about setting out early is so this AMA is an exact example. I'm so glad we have sold out because we can have a proper chat like this. But that's why this AMA was supposed to be done without selling out. So it's, you know what I mean? So we have a lot of plans, or had a lot of plans as well in place for marketing, which now we're sort of like calling around going, yo, like, I've got an AMA next week, so next Friday, I've got an AMA. For it should have been done during the pre-sale. There's like
Oh,
calling them and being like, "Do you mind changing the advert so there's AMA?" To be like,
rolled out.
"We can't do anything." If influencers who were going to cover us, who were going to be talking about buying the pre-sale, was like, "Why are you wasting the money? Please don't say go buy the pre-sale because it's not there." Yeah, you know what I mean? So people don't realise the sort of it's a blessing finishing early.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, to this day, I just wish I would have left the timer up. We should have left the timer up. Like,
So what happens now? Can I ask you a question? Now, when people go on, it says that they can buy at the listing price. How long do they have for that?
I think that just ended like 2 minutes before we jumped on this call.
You're joking.
People were sitting there going, "Oh, I'm trying to buy, but it won't let me." And I was like, "It's probably ran out."
Oh no, because I was going to people to jump on and buy off of this.
It was an allocation. We weren't going to. There's only so many tokens, and we're not going to risk, the big thing with it. So, yeah, that's quite mental, right? So,
yeah. So now,
but that's also quite good in terms of everybody on launch now is going to be paying attention to us. I wanted to get involved on launch. I'm waiting to see what this coin does, which is really, really exciting.
Yeah, that's so exciting. That's massive. Congrats. I literally thought, because I checked the website earlier on today, and it showed me that people could buy at listing price. I literally thought when the AMA were going to tell people afterwards, "Oh yeah, you can still buy," but at listing price.
Originally, yesterday as well. Like yesterday, it was a case of go buy the last little bits. Looking for it, jumped in here. It was like, "Nah, you can't buy the last little bits anymore." It's like, "Oh, we've done. I said it was fine to do it because it was my idea, but as soon as I said do it, I was like, I don't think we should have done that because I can't wait for the FUD after this call." It's the South Park episode where Stan walks in, gives the bankers his money. And the guy goes, "Oh, that's nice," and it's gone. He goes, "What?"
I've never seen that.
We invested it, we lost it, and it's gone. Wait, where's my money? So the meme actually says, "And it's gone."
And it's gone.
I went, yeah, put it out, and I thought in my head, I was like, "Oh gosh, actually."
Do you know what?
Where's the money? And it's gone.
It will get people excited for the launch, though. You have to think of it like this.
That's what I mean. But because we're in a different market now as well, we have the people that want to get in. Rightly so. And we are going to see a lot of buying pressure, which is going to be awesome. We are going to see, not your typical sort of ICO launch in a good way. This is also why I want to be really careful about CXs and DXs that we do at the same time. Do you know what I mean? Yeah,
definitely. But I think it's still like people are going to be ready for when it's launching. They're going to have their eye on it. They didn't get in now, like they didn't get on the list of the pre-sale or the 7 stages. So now they're going to be ready. So I mean, it's exciting at the same time.
Yeah, definitely.
Can't predict that stuff. But what's it called? Thank you so much for your question. Should we take? Who do I pick? Who do you want to pick? Should we pick Wolf Knight?
Wolf Knight's popped up. Some guy called Jim Carrey. Wow.
Jim Carrey. Okay, hi Wolf Knight. Can you hear us? Hello. All right, sorry, we're gonna have to move on. We're just gonna pick Jim Carrey.
Jim Carrey.
Hi, Jim Carrey. Can you hear us? Hello?
Hello?
Yeah. Hi, who's speaking? Sorry? Is this Jim Carrey or Wolf Knight?
It's Wolf.
Let Panther out.
Who?
Could you hear me?
Yeah, it's Wolf Knight.
Let Panther out. Yeah.
Panther? Oh, okay. I thought Jim Carrey.
Yeah, can I speak?
Yeah. You can.
Yeah,
indeed.
my question is about do you have any present community activities to engage more community, because meme coins are mostly driven by the community, right? So do you have any such activities for the community?
Oh yeah. It's if you jump, I don't know if you're in the community or not, but go jump in because it's kind of absolutely mental. At the moment, that's what I mean. There's so many things I haven't done with Tam, which I haven't done here yet because I don't need to just yet, which is crazy. There's things in the back pocket because they're entertaining themselves right now for the time being.
Did that answer your question? Was that Wolf Knight? You said it was someone else, wasn't it? Was that Wolf Knight? Oh, brilliant! Thank you so much for your question, Wolf Knight. Do you have? Thank you so much. Carl, do you have time to answer maybe 2 more questions?
Yeah. Do your thing. I'm good.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
That was Jim. That's Jim Carrey now talking.
Nice.
Okay. My question is, before you conduct your Lino token launch, will you also be conducting any major community events such as airdrop campaigns?
Yeah,
So,
no,
would you
that's
please
right.
discuss with
I'm sorry, I'll
your
stop. I'll
airdrop
quickly stop.
events if there are any ongoing right now? How can we be part of it?
Yeah, so far, no airdrops right now, and the best thing you want to do is just join in the Telegram and come say hello and start chatting. That is literally the best thing to do, because we're starting healthy debates, starting everybody chatting to each other, and starting, everyone actually discussing stuff in the right way, because even though you might have a strong opinion about something, it's always nice to enter a debate with an open mind. It's very hard to do that. I love being right. At the same time, I do like being educated, but I love fighting my ground, but will always happily be proven wrong with the evidence there. And sort of build on that sort of idea with people that's the best way to do things.
Yeah, definitely. If someone could prove you wrong, why not? Innit? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
a good argument.
Like can't fight evidence.
Yeah, exactly. Well, sometimes, isn't it? Like
Well,
evidence.
yeah. I mean, like
True.
what OJ Simpson, like.
Oh gosh, no, let's not even go there. Who knows, right? Who knows?
Let's go with it.
So, who are we going to take for the last winning question? This one's got to be good, yeah, guys. So, there's a lot of questions in the chat. I don't know if you want to pick anyone's in the chat. I don't know if you want to pick anyone from Twitter.
Yeah, someone's going to speak. Probably. Is it anybody who's on red? It's like someone that says want to speak. Yeah, how about stubborn boy? That stubborn boy.
Yeah. All right, stubborn. We're going to let you speak. Abdurrahim as well is waiting to speak. Sorry, stubborn. We can't. Can't hear you.
Hello, I'm audible.
Oh, we can hear you now.
Audible. Yeah. Thanks for giving me this great opportunity. So, my question is, firstly, my question is like, I just want to know, like, the crypto industry is a fast-paced industry. So, how flexible is your project to change quickly and keep pace with technology trend? And also, what is your long-term vision for the forecasting industry in which this your project operates on? I don't really know if you got my question.
Yeah, really good question. I think with that, it's obviously the advantages we're building the platform right now, and with the community engagement and what they want to say, we actually have the opportunity then to be developing and changing it as we actually build it as well. So it's going to be a case of asking the community what they like, they don't like, and what we can do is when we build the platform, it's not like it's just done. We can actually then start adding changes and product development to that, which is really, really exciting to try and adapt to what people like and the market, which I think is quite cool.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. So, please, could you permit me so I can ask my last question?
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah. So, my question is like, like putting into consideration the current market condition and how the bear market has been reducing the value of the liquidity pools holding of most projects. So, my question now is like, I just want to know, like, do your project have any plans to peg or kind of edge the pool for excessive devaluation, seeing the state of the market?
Yeah, so basically, it's a 0% tax token on the Ethereum blockchain. And obviously, with that comes its own sort of advantages and disadvantages. The advantage is that we can go anywhere with that token. We can actually trade it easily. It means that people aren't paying stupidly high gas fee every 5 seconds to send it somewhere. And also, we get on the exchange is really good as well. So actually, that plus the whole voting mechanism of the vote to work is going to give that quite a lot of utility, I think, and a really good reason to hold it.
Brilliant. Thank you so much for answering that, Carl. I think he's gone back on. Sorry, did I put him on mute or did he go on mute? Yeah, thank you for answering that question. Do you know what? We're feeling generous. Should we just take one more?
Yeah, go for it. Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna pick whoever I see first have their hands raised, or we can take one from the chat. I'm gonna just pick whoever I see hand raised first, and that'll be the last question of the day. So make sure it's a good question. I saw Sonic first. Right, Sonic, you can ask your sorry, Fanta. Oh, sorry, I saw Sonic first, actually. Sorry, Sonic, you can ask your question. Have I unmuted you, though? Bear me 1 second.
Okay, thank you so much. So, I have a question. Do you have any plan, ambassador program and referral program? And I see many people see benefit hold for long term. Can you explain what benefit holding your token for long term in investment?
Yeah, so basically, I mean, obviously, we are sort of working towards the next bull run anyway. which I think is one good reason to take the risk and hold it. So we have a transparent team that we can try and move through together and actually educate people. And then secondly, as well, when you have the idea of by staking token, you're able to get rewards. So it encourages people to actually hold their tokens. I think it's really, really special, especially it is 0% tax as well. So people don't realise that's actually really handy when even trading on Uniswap. If I send you tokens, they don't get hit by anything, which I think is really, really cool.
Yeah, definitely. 0% tax. That's great.
Oh, yeah, 0% tax and no team tokens. That's what we like.
Oh, no team tokens. Wow, that must shock a lot of people, though. I reckon, because then they always take team tokens somewhere. So that must shock a lot of people.
That's it. Any team tokens we want to get, we bought ourselves, which is amazing.
Ah, so you bought it. You bought your own separate bag. No team tokens. Oh, do you know what? There's so many more questions to be asked, but guys, what I advise you do, jump into their chat. Make sure you follow them on Twitter. Make sure you follow them on Telegram. I'll drop your socials at the end of this, and I'm sure Carl or someone in the team will be happy to answer your questions. I'm so sorry for any questions that weren't answered on Twitter, Telegram, or your hands raised, but we'll be doing a follow-up AMA right after launch, right?
Yeah, basically, yeah, really good.
Yeah, exactly. So we'll do a follow-up AMA after launch and stuff. So more questions can be answered. Carl, it's been an absolute pleasure having you here. Absolute legend. So glad to spend time with you. Do you have any last words for the community?
Send me some clips of this and I can post it up. And also lovehateinu.com as well. And yeah, please check YouTube. It takes 20 minutes to check through videos. YouTube, official announcements, Telegram, and Discord, because Telegram and Discord are 24/7 mods. So mods are totally current. So you can always have somebody there, which is quite safe, right? So rather than sit at home worrying on your keyboard, actually go reach out and come to one of the groups. I think you won't be sorry, basically.
Exactly. Makes sense. You might as well speak to a person. And if there's someone there to speak to you and answer your questions and stuff, it just makes it easier. I see you slipped on the sunglasses.
At that point, get me in love it, you know.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you so much once again, guys, and it's been a pleasure. Thanks, Carl. Thanks, everyone, and I'll catch you guys soon.
Cheers, guys. Appreciate that. Thank you.
Take care. Bye. Gabriel crying.
Gabriel, come down.
You come down now, Gabes.
Gabriel, come here.
Oh wait, I'm still on. Bye, guys.
Come here, Gabriel.